All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Guys, today is the first official day of the season. The Toronto Raptors play the Philadelphia 76ers tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. For those of you who've been watching my daily Raptors videos for the last couple of months, I will be live at 5:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will be watching hopefully the whole first half. I've got up my podcast at 7 p.m., so I will be live for the first half, and I got you covered all season for the Toronto Raptors. So let's get into a preview for the first game. There's a bunch of injuries. Now, for Philadelphia, you have Tobias Harris out, and you have Joel Embiid out. This is something that kind of surprised me for Toronto. I didn't know that Khem Birch had COVID. That was pretty new to me. I don't think it's like that recent, or actually I think it came out yesterday that he had COVID. I'm not really sure what's going on with that situation. Chris Boucher will also be out for the game. He has a dislocated finger. That really sucks. Pascal obviously is going to be out. He's expected to be out until at least November 1st, which is less than a month away, so that's good news. Gary Trent Jr., he's got some quad injuries going on, and he is probable for the start of the season. He's got a sore quad, and I believe his status isn't fully, I don't believe it's been fully announced. I believe he's just questionable. So you got a handful of injuries, and this is something that, you could look at it from a negative side. Like, hey, look, we have Khem Birch and Chris Boucher out for tonight. Chris Boucher is going to need to step into some shoes for Pascal being out for the first half of the season, for the first couple of weeks of the season. But here, let me tell you why this is actually perfect. The preseason doesn't matter that much, right? We're worried about staying healthy. You want to see specific rotations. You want to look at specific key players and just kind of evaluate them. You want to know who's working with who isn't working with who in real-time game speed. So for tonight, you're going to see a lot of Scottie Barnes. I mean, if you don't have Khem Birch, if you don't have Chris Boucher, and you don't have Pascal Siakam, you're pretty thin on big men. I mean, they're only centers. Freddie Gillespie, I'm sure, will get some run tonight, and we'll talk about Precious Achiuwa here in a second, but Scottie Barnes tonight, I would imagine, gets like 30 minutes, and I believe he's going to have the green light to really just do anything he wants. What I mean by that is push the ball up court, find guys in transition, shoot some three ball, play some small ball center. I expect to see a whole bunch of stuff just because Nick Nurse said his workload's going to be a ton, and we're dealing with all these injuries. I just said we. I am a Chicago Bulls fan. I live here in Chicago. I already know some comments are. Some people are going to be wondering if I've turned over to a Raptors fan. I do love the Raptors though, but I do live here in Chicago, and I am a Bulls fan. So next up, Precious Achiuwa, right? You're without Khem Birch, and like I said, the Raptors center position, it's extremely thin. So not only are we going to see more of Precious Achiuwa tonight, most likely, but we're also going to see a little bit of Freddie Gillespie. Freddie Gillespie, the only reason I want him on the roster if he's playing well is because they're so thin at center. Like, they're just so thin at center that Scottie Barnes had a great summer league. He was trying to feed Freddie Gillespie in scrimmages. He was trying to feed him in summer league. He was dropping every pass he got. He was bricking layups. Really, Freddie's main role on this roster would be to get rebounds. And so if he's getting rebounds, in preseason, then maybe give him a little bit more of a chance, because they're still working on a Goran trade, possibly, to get another big man, Moses Brown, Dwight Powell, whatever it's going to be. Why not just give him some more rep? Because you never know. He is a little bit on the older scale, so I don't know if 905 is the best route for him. I don't know if cutting him's the best route, if him making the team's best route. We're about to be fully aware of the answer to that after a couple preseason games. Precious Achiuwa is one of those players I've been talking about nonstop since the Raptors acquired him. I actually made a video a couple of days ago. I believe the title was literally like, why Precious Achiuwa is the Toronto Raptors secret weapon. And with Precious, this is one of those players that I could see becoming the Raptors' full-time guy. I'm not talking this year, but I could definitely see Precious Achiuwa 2-3 years from now being the Raptors' long-term center. He brings so much energy just like Scottie Barnes, there are so many players on this Raptors team that bring so much energy. So to me, even if Precious is still on the bench getting 20 minutes a night, although I do fully anticipate him to get some starts, and if he does end up starting tonight, we're going to get a better look at Precious because in the Summer League, he went completely off. Like, Precious Achiuwa in the Summer League looked phenomenal. High energy, developed a shot. He was taking threes, he was taking middies. That's something that no one has really ever seen from Precious. That's something no one's really even seen from Khem Birch, and that's something he started to do a little bit more of when he came to Toronto. So, the Toronto coaching staff wants these guys to just be as confident as they can. If they have an open shot, take that open shot. Let's start developing these big men with shots. If you're going to be 6'8", good thing he's freaky athletic, because if he didn't have a shot and he wasn't athletic, I don't think he would be on this Raptors unit. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you in a couple hours, hopefully, for this Raptors first game of the preseason. Drop your final score predictions down below, or any player predictions down below, but most importantly, hit the like button, hit that sub button. We are getting closer and closer to 8.2K subs, so thank you guys so much.